I have decided to take away my support for Kennedy Agyapong because I have realized that he's a dirty tribal bigot. The only way I will ever come back and say, okay, you know what, Kennedy, I'll give you another chance, is when he apologizes for this nasty remark. Kennedy Agyapong has urged Akans, particularly those in the southern parts of the country, to rally behind his bid to lead the party, warning that failure to do so could render them slaves within the NPP. Now, addressing delegates in Chebi, Agyapong veered into tribal-toned messages, insisting that Akans must support their own in the ongoing flag bearer contest. This guy is not fit for president. How could you all of a sudden throw away your conscience and your common sense? Oh, they are stealing, so me too, I'll go and steal. What kind of president do you want to be? Oh, what a shame, Kennedy. I am so disappointed I couldn't sleep last night. And now, what am I hearing? Akans should come together. They should come together. And when they come together and support their very own, then they will know that they are true royals, or else they will become slaves. It doesn't look like Kennedy Agyapong has the common sense. Look, national security should be looking for Kennedy Agyapong. To pick him up, they will bring Rwanda to Ghana. As for Bawumia, he's more than just an idiot. He is the slave.
Abusia honorable kana kompreko Agyapong wo no ene ne campaign things sa be abusia wo monso eguje mu a wo yem ahyehye wo ye pa na ne ekopie mu camp wa akwakoye aweho safi se amanfa hyase e twe wo mu ho e di free honorable kana kompreko Agyapong echi e de ko other camps I be ka se wo mu asreche camps na abusia time a wo mu de switch camps no eno ene ma de ne ekufisa kaka kra bi na yewra 2026 mu na 31st January wo mu akwakota bente ko ban se sa abra manfo every honorable kana kompreko Agyapong camp ekokopie mu e wo di other camper na akwakoye ayemhyehye ene arehosem e de ama honorable kana kompreko Agyapong abusia e ba ne sen e na amanfo every honorable kana kompreko Agyapong e camp ni nyina ene ensem bi a honorable kana kompreko Agyapong ekoka ya bra okoko share delegate e wo chebi na ne kasa ye mu no e na wo kire se akanfo no e bra so se wo mu so wo mu ye enkabo mu na wo mu de tai wo mu nua akani echi enu nti se ye hwe de re se akutia e na wokobo Dr. Muhammad Bawumia fi se aspirants enum ya ejina nyina Dr. Muhammad Bawumia wono e na enye akani wo mu akani nyina eye wo mu a e ka mese no mu de twi kasa so e na eye adwuma na rebusia sa ensem ya wokoka ye eno ama Ghana fo bi ebuafu afa delegates no so bi ebuafu pa ya wo mu e kire se bebia wo man Ghana dru no tribal politics ensensem se no enya ade a ehia ne no entimi emboa eme encheche wo mabusia nipa ba kwa na wotai honorable kana kompreko Agyapong wachi ya enim se wono no wo no kwafo no de no kre e na eye adwuma eye black rasta na busia honorable kana kompreko ekoka asa ensemi ama black rasta ne buafu ye pa wo kire se sa bre pa bebia ye we no hwe ensem ya honorable kana kompreko Agyapong aka de fi nanu aba won sheda nye obi a oka no kre enuti wono black rasta ne support ya odema honorable kana kompreko Agyapong no sa bre de wa twe ne ho a camp ben eno de no ho akwakobo ne no ene be ye won.
Beware of Kennedy Agyapong, dangerous and dirty tribal bigots. I have decided to take away my support for Kennedy Agyapong because I have realized that he's a dirty tribal bigot. In fact, for some time now, I told myself, oh, let me give Kennedy Agyapong a chance. Because this is a man who genuinely wants to see people grow. He genuinely wants to be in the service of God and country. He has done a lot of work in terms of philanthropy. But my brother, my sister, I chanced upon a tape, and this tape has broken my heart. Kennedy Agyapong is nothing but a dangerous, dirty, tribal bigot. It hurts me. We were here a few days ago to talk about Bawumia. My brother, my sister, and when it comes to talking about Bawumia, we open the guns. Because remember, here we stand with the truth only. It doesn't matter who you are, how much influence you have, whatever you carry and what you don't carry is all in the service of God and country. Kennedy Agyapong is a dangerous, dirty, tribal bigot. and I'm so ashamed. He wants to be the president of Ghana. He has gone through a lot of controversies. Many have ruled him out. But some of us who saw the light in him believed that we could give him a chance. Until the tape that I saw yesterday. My brother, my sister, he's on tape to have released some verbal, tribal tirades, my brother, my sister, against the errors in the past. And the matter went into some kind of investigation. Are you inciting violence against errors? He gave a very beautiful explanation to the investigators, and everywhere went cool. He even had the opportunity to go all the way to the Volta region to campaign, and the people received him nicely. It is sad. He was in Achim, and over there in Achim, he spoke to the Achim people. And what did he say? Point blank. It's carried all over Ghana. Let's start with Ghana Web. How did Ghana Web capture this sad story? Ghana Web put it out, and that's it. Kennedy Agyapong urges Akans to back his flag bearer bid, warns of becoming slaves in MPP. Run the story and watch this. Watch how the story rolls. My brother, my sister, it's a sad story. Now, the new patriotic party flag bearer aspirant Kennedy Agyapong has urged Akans, particularly those in the southern parts of the country, to rally behind his bid to lead the party, warning that failure to do so could render them slaves within the NPP. Now, addressing delegates in Chebi in the Eastern region on Wednesday, November 12, 2025, Agyapong veered into tribal-toned messages, insisting that Akans must support their own in the ongoing flag bearer contest. Now, according to him, northern political actors are united behind a single candidate, adding that those who refuse to align are being intimidated. He argued that the same level of unity is lacking amongst Akans, whom he described as royals, cautioning that this unity could relegate them to the background in the NPP. Dash it away. So you see, Akans, come and support my bid. In the north, the Northerners are all rallying around one candidate. Those who are refusing to rally, chiefs are telling them that they will kick them out of the land. They are intimidating them. And Kennedy Agyapong finds this beautiful enough to use as a message to get Akans rally around him. How did My Joy Online capture this story? And it's a very credible site for news. Watch this. It says MPP primaries. Kennedy Agyapong launches tribal tirade. Calls for Akans to reject minorities. Run the story. NPP flag bearer aspirant Kennedy Agyapong has launched a controversial tribal tirade in his latest campaign message to party delegates. Run it quick. And the story continues, addressing NPP delegates in Chebi in the Ebuakwa South constituency of the Eastern region on Wednesday. Mr. Agyapong urged Akans to rise up and reject minority tribes in the country to claim what he described as their rightful place in the NPP flag bearer race. Now, the former MP said he could not understand why MPs from the northern part of the country could unite behind one candidate in the NPP race, while MPs from the south, particularly Akans, failed to do the same for him, one of their own. He warned that such disunity could lead to royals becoming slaves if not addressed. Dash it away. My brother, a few days ago, it came out that some people were calling Bawumia a slave because he didn't have the royal blood in him, the royal NPP blood, and for that matter, he was an outcast. When he was running around, killing himself for the party, they saw him just as a slave. As this guy here, an MP for Asante Achim South, says, Bawumia is an outsider and like a slave who was brought in to serve as he is not fit to occupy the main seat as our leader. We condemned this bigot. My brother, my sister, we spoke against this bigotry. At the end of the day, Bawumia is running around campaigning, and many people are saying that he's also spewing tribal comments when he goes to the northern region, asking the chiefs and Muslims to vote for him because he's a northerner and at the same time a Muslim. And we have heard tapes of that. For Kennedy Agyapong, this is good enough for him to react to. If he's doing tribal politics, let me also do tribal politics. This guy is not fit for president. How could you all of a sudden throw away your conscience and your common sense? Oh, they are stealing, so me too, I'll go and steal. What kind of president do you want to be? They are stealing, oh, for that matter, me too, I have to steal. Are you crazy? What kind of a country are we building? If we have condemned Bawumia right from the start and said that his political career is finished, you, Kennedy, too, you are following him to kill your own political ambitions and careers. Oh, what a shame, Kennedy. I am so disappointed I couldn't sleep last night. I said, look at the man that I've been supporting at the ground all this while. Because I believe that we need somebody who is not a mainstream politician. Somebody like Trump with a bit of common sense. And I thought that that would have been Kennedy. But look how low and how cheap he can also be. After an allegation of giving you 5 million Ghana cedis for you to step out and join Bawumia and support him after all that you said about Bawumia, you were not ashamed to go after the same man you criticized and said he was nothing but a liar. You followed a liar on the campaign trail. And now, what am I hearing? Akans should come together. They should come together. And when they come together and support their very own, then they would know that they are true royals, or else they will become slaves. Can you entrust this country to Kennedy Agyapong? I don't care what prophecies have been said. I don't care which prophet has said what about who. My brother, I don't care who has how much money. I care about the thoughts and the common sense. It doesn't look like Kennedy Agyapong has the common sense. And I am shocked. Having been criticized all this while about being a tribalist, then you go to the Akan place, and when you listen to the tape, which will be playing very soon, he said in the tape that the Akans are more than any other ethnic group in Ghana. And when they come together, they would certainly be able to control the whole of Ghana. What a shame. And people are supporting this. What is wrong with us? What is wrong with us, brethren? And some people will not tell him the truth because he will give them some cocoa and kose. My brother, it doesn't matter how much you give me. It doesn't matter how many promises you make to me. I have a conscience, and my conscience is for generations yet to come. Hey, you could be my brother, you could be my sister. If you don't have common sense, you have to go back to the school of common sense. The only way I will ever come back and say, okay, you know what, Kennedy, I'll give you another chance, is when he apologizes for this nasty remark. I am shocked. Look, national security should be looking for Kennedy Agyapong to pick him up, because this thing that he has said has the tendency of setting the whole nation on fire. Hey! That dirty party, the so-called NLM, National Liberation Movement, which Nkrumah called the National Liars Movement, my brother, my sister, came together, and it was so much of Akanization. They were only trying to gather accounts and separate themselves from the rest of Ghana. That is what Kennedy Agyapong is returning to. NLM, or say Yao Akoto, Bafo Yao Akoto. This party was formed somewhere on the 16th or the 19th of September in 1954. Yes, 19th of September 1954. I am so disgraced. Right now I cannot go home, because if I go home, my little children are going to look at me in the face and say, oh, the other day you told us that this man is a good man. But we have heard that this is what he has said. I'm speaking tongue in cheek. What's the sense in this? This man wants to be president. So when you become president, should it happen, what would you do with the people of the North? You have already told the whole Ghana that Asantes, Akans are royals. You are supporting the stupid lie that people from the North are slaves because of politics. Are you better than people from the North? Are you more handsome than people from the North? What nonsense! I don't get this. Because of politics, because of hunger for power, let Bawumia continue fooling himself. We have rejected him. We don't like him. As for Bawumia, he's a true slave because he came to serve as a mate when he should have been a co-pilot. So he's a slave. We were listening to you because we felt that, oh, Agyapong can be on the other side. All of a sudden, you've gone back to wear your old suit. Akans should come together. Akans are royals. If they don't support you and other Akans, they will continue to be slaves in the party. And that in the North, chiefs are doing ABC. Let them do whatever they are doing there. The voter knows who has the common sense. And for some time we thought you had it, but now I know that you don't have it. You are a buffoon like the rest of them. It hurts. It hurts. Listen to what Agyapong said. Bawumia has lost already. He's already in the gutter. You have allowed him to drag you into the same gutter. And you are talking against the people in the North. Does he have people in the North who support him? Does he have people in Ireland who support him? Does he have people in some other parts who are not Akans who support him? This is the time to stop supporting him because he doesn't value you. He says once he gets the Akan people, they will form a formidable force. In fact, they outnumber every other ethnic group in Ghana. That's a tribal bigot. He's not smart. Politics is a game of numbers. It's the same foolish thing K.T. Ahmad went and said, that the youth cannot rule themselves because they have coconut heads. He forgot that Africa has the biggest percentage of youth in the whole world. It's the youngest continent. And all the youth stepped back and showed him that majority carries the vote. My brother, we saw Alu Mahama rejected him and took somebody else. Kufuor competed against some people in the North. We kicked all those people and picked Kufuor. The people of the North, what have they done to you? Everybody in the North who supports Agyapong, it's time now to dissociate yourself from him. Let him go with his Akan people. They are the royals. The rest of us who are not Akans, we are the slaves and the idiots. Teach him a lesson. If he doesn't apologize, it is done. What nonsense! What nonsense! He doesn't even respect the Northerners around him. If I was a Northerner working for this guy, I will leave. If I was an Ewe working for this guy, I will leave. If I were some other whatever aside Akan, I'll leave him. And in fact, even if I was Akan with common sense, I will leave him. This is a guy who can set the whole country ablaze with some of these thoughts that are not witty. I am angry. Beware of people like this. They will bring Rwanda to Ghana. As for Bawumia, he's more than just an idiot. He is the slave. We thought Kennedy would have been wiser. but they are in the same.
I was saying black pastor and some no and na yakwa kotie e de abanona we ene ensem ya black pastor ejina so a enu nti wo twese sa brede honorable Kenakon Preku Agyapong enya ade se wo betimi ababedi wo man Ghana nim se wo yobi a wonfa enkabo mu emma na so busia ebi twese ensem ya honorable Kenakon Preku Agyapong e kaaye no wo kaaye na wodi ka ebi se ensem bi so free other camps na ba wo so e twese ombe support wo mu nua Dr. Muhammad Bawumia reason ne se wo ye kramoni enti se honorable Kenakon Preku Agyapong eko kase akamfo so enta nachi na wo muntimi enkonko wi ni aba na bi twese ne waka na ne kan no ebi so kra e twese da bi sa brede sa tribal politics no ehu he bi se Ghana ha ya manfa abekọ fie bi mu no na wo mu nyina eye nnuafo mu fu ye funu krom wo bo se ba ko ye NDC ni ba ko eye NPP ni menche wachiri kwa ye wo John Jinapo ene wo Abu Jinapo ya ba ko wo NPP ba ko enso wo NDC ya wo mu nyina so omu ye key figures e wo sa political parties ni mu a omu nyina eye busua ba ko ye nya awarefo a we eye NPP we eye NDC na so wo motimi aware enu nti se ko ba ne se wo ye flag bearer na wo kwa corporate tumi na se comment bi se piefu enu mu ba na etrese enkabo mu hwede ni wafa wenum ni afamienu adwenkyere ya Ghanafo e de bible so mesese won so wo de wadwenkyere e beto comment section ho e de amame woni black pastor e ya adwene woni honorable Kenakon Preku Agyapong e ya adwene ana so wo de wo se ne wo betimi abo o man Ghana eno e na wo hwehwe no waso aba no de ma no emfa ho ene kasa bia nipa no beka ne nyina no ma ye hu e wo comment section ho all the social media handles e too much gh o subscribe like no wa share na afoforo so ene bia hwebidi e de dark gold macro.